Welcome my dear students. Now in the class we discuss the how to calculate the value of a share under the yield method. There are different bases to calculate the value of a share under the yield method. I selected 4 problems: problem number 8, problem number 9, problem number 10 and problem number 11. Okay, I have selected 4 problems to calculate the value of a share under the yield method or by taking the different bases. Okay, I have selected the different bases to calculate the value of equity share. Okay, somebody asked the question, what mean by the equity share and what mean by the preference share? There are 2 types of shares in the company. First one is the equity share and second one is the preference share. I tried to explain on what I mean by the preference share. Preference share means on which share has a right to receive the repayment of capital and dividend on shares. The shareholder or the shares which has the right to repayment and dividend before means on priority basis, preference, before payment to equity shareholder, before repayment of the equity share capital and before giving the dividend to the equity shareholder, who has the right to receive the repayment of capital and dividend. Generally those are treated as a preference shareholder or the preference share capital. Okay, what mean by the preference share capital? The shares which has the right on a receipt of repayment of capital and a receipt of dividend, who has a preferential right to receive the repayment of a capital and repayment of the payment of the dividend. The preferential capital which has a preferential right on a receipt of capital and a dividend, okay, that capital is called as a preference share capital. Okay, what I mean by the equity share? As per the Companies Act 1956, the share which is not preference share, that is called as a equity share. The share which is not called as a preferred share, okay, that is the equity share. Means after payment of dividend to preferred shareholders, after repayment of capital to the preferred shareholder, then the amount will be given to then preference will be given to the equity shareholder. After repayment of preference share capital, after repayment of the dividend to the preference shareholder, okay, then you have to repay the capital to the equity shareholder, then you have to give the dividend to the equity shareholder. Okay, these are the basic difference between the equity share and preference share. Okay, now how to discuss about that, how to calculate the equity share on a different basis. First, I will discuss how to calculate the value of equity share. The first one is the rate of dividend basis. Okay, means how to calculate the value of equity share under the rate of dividend. The pair of value of a share into expected rate of dividend divided by normal rate of dividend. On the basis of the rate of dividend, how to calculate the value of equity share? The first one is the paid up value of a share into the expected rate of dividend divided by normal rate of dividend. Okay, what is formula to calculate the value of a share under the rate of dividend basis? The paid up value of a share into expected rate of dividend divided by normal rate of dividend. Okay, this is the formula. Second one, rate of earnings. Rate of earnings. Okay, how to calculate the value of a share on the basis of the rate of earnings? What is the formula to calculate the value of a share? Paid up value of a share into expected rate of earnings divided by normal rate of earnings. What is the value of a share? What is the formula to calculate the value of a share? First one, paid up value of a share into expected rate of earnings divided by normal rate of earnings. Next one, capitalization factor. Under the capitalization factor basis, how to calculate the value of share? The total value of business divided by number of equity share. Total value of business divided by number of equity shares. Okay, then you will get the value of equity share. Okay, these are the three methods. Generally, another one method is there. What is that? Pair value of equity share. Okay, the pair value of equity share is equal to intrinsic value of equity share plus yield value of share divided by 2. Okay, another method is discussed in this class. Pair value of a share is equal to yield value of a share plus what is that intrinsic value of a share divided by 2. Okay, intrinsic value of a share plus yield value of a share divided by 2, that is the pair value of share. Okay, now please subscribe, press the subscribe button. If you have not already subscribed the button, please press the subscribe button. If there is not subscribe in red form, don't press the subscribe button again. And share this video to all your friend circle because it is very helpful to your even to the become third semester and also the BBA and MCOM, MBA and who are aspiring for the competitive exam. Okay, who are aspiring for the NET exam. Okay, it is very useful to those students. And give the like to this video. Okay, and also I request to do your suggestion in a comment box or a live chat. It is very helpful to me to improve my video class, to improve my online live class. Okay, first you have to calculate the value of a share under the yield method. What is the base rate of dividend? Okay, first you take the problem. Okay, problem number 8. The profit available to equity shareholders. The profit available to equity shareholders. What is the profit? 3 lakh. Profit available to equity shareholders. What is the profit? Rupees 3 lakh. The paid up equity share capital, rupees 30 lakh. Paid up equity share capital, rupees 30 lakh. Next one, paid up value of an equity share means the per share. The paid up value of an equity share, what is the rupees 100. Paid up value of an equity share, what is 100. The normal rate of return expected by the equity shareholder in the company, 20%. The normal rate of return expected by the equity shareholders in the company is 20%. Okay, these informations are given in the problem. You have to calculate the compute the value of an equity share on the basis of the rate of dividend. Means first have to calculate the rate of dividend. Okay, the expected rate of dividend. First have to calculate. What is the formula to calculate the expected rate of dividend? Profit available to equity shareholders divided by paid up equity share capital. The expected rate of dividend is equal to profit available to equity shareholders divided by paid up equity share capital. This is the formula. The expected rate of dividend is equal to, what is the formula to calculate this one? Profit available to equity shareholders divided by paid up equity share capital. Okay, now solve this one. Means you have to calculate the expected rate of dividend. Okay, means the profit available to equity shareholders rupees 3 lakh. The profit available to equity shareholders rupees 3 lakh divided by paid up equity share capital almost rupees 30 lakh. Paid up equity share capital rupees almost rupees 30 lakh. Okay, what is the rate of dividend into 100? By multiplying this one, 3 lakh divided by 30 lakh into 100, what is the expected rate of dividend by the equity shareholder in the company is 10%. 3 lakh divided by 30 lakh into 100, what is the rate of, what is the expected rate of dividend is 10%. Okay, the value of a share. How to calculate the value of a share under the rate of dividend basis? The paid up value of share into expected rate of dividend divided by normal rate of dividend. Okay, how to calculate the value of a share under the rate of dividend? The paid up value of a share into expected rate of dividend divided by normal rate of dividend. This is the formula. Okay, now solve this one. The paid up value of a share rupees 100. The paid up value of a share is rupees 100 into the expected rate of dividend is 10%. The expected rate of dividend is 10%. The expected rate of dividend is 10% divided by normal rate of return expected by the equity shareholder in the company is 20%. The normal rate of return is expected by the equity shareholders in the company is 20%. Okay, what is the value of a share under the yield method on the basis of the rate of dividend is rupees 50. What is the value of equity share? Rupees 50 under the yield method on the basis of the rate of dividend. Next one. Second basis to calculate the value of a share on the basis of the rate of earnings. Now we see the problem. Problem number 9. Profit available to equity shareholders, how much rupees? 2,50,000. Profit available to equity shareholders, rupees. Profit available to equity shareholders, rupees 2,50,000. The paid up equity share capital, rupees 25 lakh. Paid up equity share capital, rupees 25 lakh. Paid up value of a share and equity share means the value of per equity share value, rupees 10. The paid up value of an per equity share, how much? Rupees 10. The normal rate of earnings or return in the company is 15%. The normal rate of earnings or return by the equity shareholders in the company is 15%. Compute the value of an equity share. Okay, these information given. By using this information, you have to calculate the value of equity share on the basis of the rate of earnings. The expected rate of earnings. What is the formula? Profit available to equity shareholders divided by paid up equity share capital. What is the formula? Expect to calculate the value of a share on the basis of the expected rate of earnings. The profit available to equity shareholders divided by paid up equity share capital. Profit available to equity shareholders divided by paid up equity share capital. What is the amount? What is the value of share? What is the formula? Profit available to equity shareholders divided by paid up equity share capital. Okay. Profit available to equity shareholders, how much? Rupees 2,50,000 divided by paid up share capital 25 lakh. The profit available to equity shareholders, how much? Rupees 2,50,000 divided by paid up share capital rupees 25 lakh. Paid profit available to equity shareholders rupees 2,50,000 divided by paid up equity share capital rupees 25 lakh. Okay, what is the rate of earnings? Means 2,50,000 divided by rupees 25 lakh. What is the rate of earnings? 10%. Means by multiplying this one. 2,50,000 divided by 25 lakh into 100. What is the rate of earnings or the expected rate of earnings? 10%. Okay. The value of a share is equal to, what is the formula? Paid up value of share into expected rate of earnings divided by normal rate of earnings. What is the value of share is equal to? Paid up value of share into expected rate of earnings divided by normal rate of earnings. Okay. The paid up value of share given in the problem, rupees 10. Paid up value of share given in the problem, rupees 10. And expected rate of earnings is just calculated 10%. Means into 10. Expected rate of earnings just have calculated 10%. Divided by normal rate of earnings 15%. Paid up value of share rupees 10 into expected rate of earnings 10 divided by normal rate of earnings or normal rate of return in the company or given in the problem 15%. Okay, what is the value of equity share? Rupees 6.67 paisa. What is the value of a share under the rate of earnings, means on the basis of the rate of earnings? What is the value of equity share? Rupees 6.67 paisa under the yield method on the basis of the rate of earnings. Okay, now see the third one, capitalization factor. Okay, how to calculate the value of equity share under the capitalization factor? You see the problem number 10. Profit earned by the company, how much? Rupees 6 lakh. Profit earned by the company, rupees 6 lakh. The normal rate of return, 8%. Normal rate of return, 8%. 60,000 equity shares, 60,000 equity shares, 60,000 equity shares. Compute the value of an equity share using capitalization factor. Using capitalization factor. Compute value of an equity share capitalization using capitalization factor. Okay, now solve the problem. Capitalization factor is equal to, first I have to calculate the capitalization factor. What is the formula? 100 divided by normal rate of return. What is the formula to calculate the capitalization factor? 100 divided by normal rate of return. 100 divided by normal rate of return. What is the formula for calculation of the capitalization factor? 100 divided by normal rate of return. Okay, you have taken 100 as it is. This is the fixed. There is no change. Divided by normal rate of return. Divided by normal rate of return, 8%. Okay, what is capitalization factor? Rupee means 12.5 is the capitalization factor. What is capitalization factor? 12.5 is the capitalization factor. Okay, now how to calculate the value of business. This is the second step under the capitalization factor. What is the formula to calculate the value of business? Profit for the year into capitalization factor. Value of business is equal to profit for the year into capitalization factor. Okay, now rupees 6 lakh. This is profit earned by the company, or the profit, the annual profit or average profit given in the problem. You have to take care. The profit earned by the company, how much? Rupees 6 lakh into capitalization factor. Just have calculated here. Capitalization factor just have calculated here 12.5. What is the value of business? Rupees 75 lakh. 6 lakh into 12.5. What is the value of business? Rupees 75 lakh. The value of a share. How to calculate the value of a share under the capital means on the basis of the capitalization factor under yield method. How to calculate the value of a share under a yield method on the basis of the capitalization factor. Okay, what is the formula? Total value of a business divided by number of equity shares. Total value of a business divided by number of equity shares. Okay, the value of a share is equal to total value of a business divided by number of equity share. Okay, now I solve this one. Rupees 75 lakh. Rupees 75 lakh, just have calculated the value of business divided by number of equity shares. Divided by number of equity shares given in the problem. number of equity shares given in the problem 60,000 equity shares. Okay. Value of business just have calculated rupees 75 lakh divided by 60,000 equity shares given in the problem 60,000 equity shares. Okay, what is the value of a share? The value of an equity share rupees 125 under yield method on the basis of the capitalization factor. Okay, what is the value of an equity share? 125. 125. Okay, now this is the last problem for this class. How to calculate the fair value of share? Okay, already I told what is the formula to calculate the fair value of a share. Intrinsic value of a share plus yield value of a share divided by 2. Fair value of a share is equal to what is the formula? Intrinsic value per share or intrinsic value of a share plus yield value of a share divided by 2. Intrinsic value of a share plus yield value of a share divided by 2. Okay, now see the problem. Profit earned by the company rupees 5 lakh. Profit earned by the company rupees 5 lakh. Net assets rupees 8 lakh. 25,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. 25,000 equity shares of rupees 10. Rupees 2,50,000 means 25,000 shares into 10. What is the paid up share capital? 2,50,000. Calculate fair value of share. Calculate fair value of share. Okay, how to calculate the fair value of share? Already I told you what is the formula to calculate the fair value of a share. Intrinsic value of a share plus yield value of a share divided by 2. Okay, first how to calculate the intrinsic value of share. Intrinsic value of share. Okay, what is the formula to calculate the intrinsic value of share? Net assets available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares. Net assets available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares. Net assets available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares. Okay, the net assets available to equity shareholders given in the problem rupees 8 lakh. Net assets given in the problem amount rupees 8 lakh divided by 25,000 equity shares. Divided by 25,000 equity shares. Means the net assets given in the problem amount rupees 8 lakh divided by 25,000 equity shares. Rupees 8 lakh divided by 25,000 equity shares. What is the intrinsic value of a share? Rupees 32 per share. What is the intrinsic value of a share? Rupees 32 per share. Okay, now how to calculate the yield value of a share? What is the formula? Profit available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity share. Yield value of a share is equal to profit available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares. Yield value of a share is equal to profit available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares. Okay, profit available to equity shareholders given in the problem, what is the amount? 5 lakh. Profit earned by the company or profit available to equity shareholders amount of 5 lakh divided by number of equity shares. Divided by number of equity shares, 25,000 equity shares. Okay. Number of equity shares, 25,000 equity shares given in the problem. Okay, now, what is the yield value of a share? Rupees 20 per share. yield value of a share. What is the answer? 20%. Means 5 lakh divided by 25,000 equity shares. What is the yield value of share? 5 lakh divided by 25,000 equity shares, rupees 20 per share. Okay, now how to calculate the fair value of share. Okay, what is the formula? Fair value of a share is equal to intrinsic value of a share plus yield value of a share divided by 2. What is the formula? Fair value of a share is equal to intrinsic value of a share plus yield value of a share divided by 2. Okay, now solve this one. Rupees 32. This is intrinsic value of a share. Rupees 32. This is intrinsic value of a share calculated here. First step. And yield value of a share rupees 20. Yield value of a share rupees 20. Just have calculated here. Rupees 32 plus 20 divided by 2. What is the value of a fair value of a share? Rupees 26 per share. Okay, what is the fair value of a share? 32 plus 20 divided by 2. What is the value of share? Rupees 26. Okay, in this video, in this class, we discussed that how to calculate the value of a share under the yield method. The first one is the rate of earning, rate of dividend. Next one capitalization factor, and last one is the fair value of share. Okay, if you have any question regarding this video, please give your suggestion and ask any question in live chat or comment box. I try to give the answer for your questions. Okay, thank you for watching this video.